This is Marine Accounts. We offer tax and mortgage advice to yacht crew. We produced a short series of lecturettes to advise yacht crew on what they should and should not be doing. The talks are called Keeping Your Money Yours. And now I will begin. Our first lecturette is on how to declare undeclared offshore income. The situation has changed considerably in the last 8 years since the crash of 2008. I think previously, before the crash, many people were able to simply sign out of their country of residence, get a job on a yacht, and bank offshore. This sadly no longer works for many reasons. I think a lot of people nowadays believe they are non-resident, but they believe they're non-resident because they simply do not spend more than 183 days or 92 in any given country. They feel that the yacht that they work on is their country of residence due to the flag state. But this is not the case. Residency is viewed on permanent home also and social and economic ties. This talk is going to look closely at what to do if you're in a situation where you have money sitting in an offshore account that has never been declared. The situation changed considerably with the Liechtenstein Whistleblower, who was a gentleman by the name of Heinrich Kieber. He was very disgruntled with his employers at the LGT Bank and decided to take 4 DVDs which he was going to use for the purposes of disclosure and blackmail. He then contacted the German authorities, who allegedly paid him €5 million to hand over these 4 DVDs, and the German security services also provided him with a new identity. From that point, 1,400 members or 1,400 clients of the LGT Bank were investigated, and the lid was blown off on offshore banking. Subsequently, post the crash, the G20 have really worked very hard to try and curtail offshore banking, and they formed the Automatic Exchange of Information, which is a facility that they use to coordinate and monitor people who hold offshore accounts. And there are now 97 countries that have joined the Automatic Exchange of Information, and due to diplomatic pressure, this list is growing daily. There is still in the industry a notion that people can continue to bank offshore. This needs to be changed because obviously the only remaining offshore havens really are Panama, Monaco, and the Marshall Islands, of which even these are coming under significant diplomatic pressure, and so it's only a matter of time before they go as well. So where do you go next? What do you do? This is what we will look at now. The UK has by far the most favourable system for seafarers to declare their income. It's known as the Seafarer's Earnings Deduction, and providing that you're employed, you don't spend more than 183 days in the UK a year, and you work on a yacht, you can qualify for up to 100% reduction on tax, which means that all of your yachting income is tax exempt, which is a wonderful situation to be in. If you also have companies offshore and such like, then you can enter into the Worldwide Disclosure Facility, which came into effect in September of this year and is forecast to run until April of next year. Australia obviously has slightly stricter policies, and they also had a disclosures facility which ended in December 2014 and was called Project Do It. However, the ATO do still look more favourably on those that come forward and disclose. They are prepared to offer a reduction in penalties and obviously interest on any tax owed. It's arguably better to come forward and declare than wait to be discovered. Tax evasion is a very serious thing nowadays and will be prosecuted, and there are large fines, penalties and potential prison time if you are caught evading tax. The United States has the Offshore Disclosures Program, which is still in force and is used by the Fed to try and taxable income from people who are holding offshore funds. There is also available to seafarers who spend less than 330 days in the US a year. There is the FEIE, which is the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion, which more people qualify for than they would actually think. And so once again, if you would like to find out whether you are eligible for this, please contact us and we can assist you further. France and Spain do not have a disclosures program in place. They will always look on you more favourably if you come forward and disclose. New Zealand are the same. They do not have a facility, but once again, if you come forward, they will always look on you more favourably. The point of this talk is that you cannot avoid this situation anymore, and you need to come forward and face it. We would advise you to speak with someone, to not listen to your peers with regards to residency, and basically start asking questions and getting advice, because if you leave it, you are not in a position anymore to simply avoid this. There will eventually come a point where you will be contacted, so it would be better to contact them than wait for you to be contacted.